I'm here backstage at the WWE Elimination Chamber talking to Miss Becky Lynch. First off, Becky, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate you talking to me today.
Pleasure.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm having a great time over here. I love Perth.
It's a billion degrees.
It's a billion degrees. I love a bit of a billion degrees, you know? It's been the winter. It's been winter time back in America.
I was going to say, you mentioned at the press conference getting sunburnt. Myself will also probably be sunburnt, even though I'm Australian. I'm not used to it. Are you okay? Is it going to be okay in the match?
I got that pasty skin, you know, nothing I can't handle, you know? Somebody slaps me, it might hurt a little bit more, but, you know, you just keep pushing through. Eyes on the prize.
You are obviously incredibly tough. The WWE Universe has seen that time and time again. But you are entering your first Elimination Chamber match, which, first off, is surprising given a superstar of your kind of level and the things you've accomplished. Is that weird at all to think that you haven't had a match in the Elimination Chamber?
Well, so the reason that I haven't had a match in the Elimination Chamber is because I was winning other things, you know? Is because either I held a championship or I was going towards a championship already. We had already cemented that. So it's pretty crazy, and now I've got something in my eye.
No, it's emotional, but it's okay.
And so,
Just the greatness personified.
for the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna go in, and as long as I don't get anything in my eye, you know, I should be good to win this damn thing. What the hell is in my eye?
Talking, I mean, not outside of all the lovely makeup you've got on, I don't see anything aside from that. But no, please take your time. Talking about, you said, like, you know, we just had a little bit of a joke there about it being emotional, but how is it to go into a match like this?
Well, so I don't know what to expect, and I think that's probably a good thing, because if you've been in there before, you know how painful it's going to be, so you have some trepidation, you know? I don't have any tattoos, but I wonder if it's the same thing, you know? The first time you go, you don't know how painful it's going to be. The second time, you know, it's probably going to hurt, so you're like, I don't know, I don't have any. So anyway, but my point is that I think I have the advantage of ignorance, but also determination, because I know in my career it's always been about overcoming the odds, so this is no different.
Now, you know, growing up, becoming a wrestler, going through Ireland and then coming to the States, you've also gives you the opportunity to kind of travel around the world. When you wrestle in front of crowds, does it feel any different when you're out there? Can you tell, like, if we put you in a ring and we didn't tell you where you were, could you kind of guess where you were based on the crowd?
That's interesting. I would say you have a good chance. Yeah, like you could certainly figure out kind of the region, you know what I mean? You might not be able to get it exact, but I think you could figure out the region, yeah. And after hearing that crowd out there today, I am so excited to go out there tomorrow.
Now, I know there's a lot of differences and similarities between kind of that general area and our general area, Australia, Australasia, and that European, that whole area. You know, I'm not good at geography, but, you know, over there.
Yeah.
How have you found kind of being over here? The accents are okay, the lingos, you're picking it all up, is it okay?
I used to live with a bunch of Australians. Yeah. But yeah, back when I was still a flight attendant, I had I think 4 different Australian roommates. And yeah, I think in 2000, it must have been 2008, 2009, I don't think I had any friends in Ireland anymore because everybody left to come over to Australia. So I've got a stepbrother that lives over here who's married with kids. I've got friends, I've got family. And so, yeah, some of my oldest and dearest friends are in Australia. They're in Sydney, but I do have a former roommate that lives in Perth. So she's going to come to the show tomorrow, and she's going to get to see me perform live for the first time.
Excellent.
Very, very cool.
So, although you're away from home, home isn't actually too that far away.
Home and away, baby.
And now my final question before... First, what are your general thoughts? Do you keep up with it?
No, I used to, though.
Me neither.
I used to love it.
I don't think anyone does.
Does nobody watch it anymore? Is it still going?
I think it's an export. I think everyone not from Australia goes, that show's awesome. And we go, I don't know what's happening.
I remember seeing Chris Hemsworth in a gym. But this was back when I was a flight attendant, and I was in Chicago, and he was training there with his trainer, and like nobody was bothering him because nobody knew who he was. But I was like, oh man, I love you in Home and Away. Yeah, this is before he was Thor and all that kind of stuff.
The real fans remember him from Home and Away. You've mentioned a few times there to go from, I know, a job where you do get to see the world being the flight attendant, but now a job where you get to really see the world. How is it now to be on the other side of the planet in such an important event?
Amazing, amazing. It's incredible, and you can feel the energy from the fans. You can hear how excited they are, and so I think everybody, because of that. Look, we're always trying to bring our A game, but when you've got a special audience like that, it just brings it to a whole nother level.
You have a crazy life. You're constantly on the road, so I understand if you have to shoot off. But are you going to get a chance to hang out in Australia before you have to fly back home?
Oh, we got a baby. We got to get home to, So that's the only hard part about this is that you got to leave your kids behind because it's too far to bring her. So as sad as I'll be to leave here, I'll also be excited to get home.
Even happy. I don't think anyone will be upset. I don't want to be in another country so I can see my family. I think that's pretty okay. Maybe in a few years everyone can come down.
Exactly.
Miss Lynch, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. Best of luck in the match. Thank you for the time.